Drinking beer
with Max and Howard.
There we go. So, another week, another episode, another theme song, Howard. This is Max and Howard Drink Beer. Are you excited?
You know, I thought we were going to do the cold open thing this time, but hey, we'll try that.
You
next
see how
time.
well we did it? We did it perfectly.
Fuck it. You know, everything happens once.
So, we've got Steve here with us today. Steve, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, comrade listeners.
There he is. As everybody knows, Steve is a longtime listener, was back with us at the beginning, and now he's back to describe some beer cans for you.
Which is exciting, because I've been saving this one for Steve to come in here. Steve is a, what do they call a connoisseur of Russian propaganda.
I believe they call it a comrade.
Yeah, I think that's something
Comrade
like that.
connoisseur.
Yeah.
Eastern Europe,
And
Russia,
so,
Yugoslavia.
one of the beers from Get Beer Drop that you should check out if you haven't checked it out yet, and get your beer delivered straight to your front door for $50 a month, around there. I think I'd get it a little bit more because we get the fancy stuff. One of the fancy beers we got is this dark Czech lager called Shirtless Putin Catchin' Rays. Oh yeah, and Steve, I thought you would like those. You're a big Putin guy.
I do. Thank you. Should we segue into the can description?
Go ahead.
For our listeners.
Please, go ahead.
So, first off, you can see that at the top and the bottom, it's got like almost like a can blank, that aluminum color. So you got that.
Oh.
And then in the middle, it almost feels like kind of like wrapping paper. Like if you can feel the edge of it, like the label. And it's got a nice little wrap in the middle.
You've been practicing. I didn't think you were going to go this deep into depth.
I'm trying to paint that picture for your listeners.
Okay, great.
So, obviously, we have Shirtless Putin Catching Rays is the title. And the word shirtless has all English letters, but then the R is the backwards R in Russian. Because we have to go back to that, which actually in Russian, the backwards R is the word ya, or that sounds that way. Then we have Putin, and in between his U and T in his name, there's a big yellow star, which is very on theme, very Eastern Bloc, Soviet, all that. But then we go down to Catchin' Rays, and it almost gets kind of like a 70s cigarette commercial like font for Catchin' Rays, you know. So it kind of breaks with the Eastern Bloc. Maybe, I guess, the era, you know, you had the East versus the West. Maybe that's what they're going after. The Eastern shirtless Putin is all block letters, backwards Russian letters and all that. And then Catchin' Rays is like the American response or Western side.
Back in the USSR.
Yep,
okay.
There we go.
All right.
And then we look to our left of all of those letters, and we have a shirtless Putin. In fact, shirtless Putin.
Nipples and all.
Yep, nipples and all.
Free the nipple.
Yep, free the nipple, all that good stuff. And then if we look at Putin, he has a pair of shades on, which, again, we don't want to see what he's looking at. You know, we got to be madnessing. And then on his chest, he has a nice necklace that has the hammer and sickle, of course, on it.
Perfect.
You know, anything could be better, maybe be a star above it. And then if you looked at the lower body of Putin, we can see it looks like he's got like a military belt on with his pants there, maybe some military pants too. And then if you look over kind of to the right of the text, you can see his hand, and it looks like almost like he's sitting in a wheelchair, though. So I don't know if the Czechs maybe are a little salty from being dominated by the Russians, and they're like, let's put Putin in a wheelchair. Or, well, okay, now that I look at it a little bit closer, maybe the Catchin' Rays, that might be one of those sun chairs or whatever.
That could be. That makes way more sense.
And then completely on the background, it looks like we got, again, it looks almost like a Halloween wrapping paper, orange and gold, like rays and stuff.
It definitely has that foil look.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you this, not to like interrupt your flow. Yeah. What I've noticed about the aluminum cans like that have that wrapping paper style, it's a more fancy beer. It's a more exclusive beer, you know. And so they do a couple of those, and that's how you know, like on the build your own 6-pack racks.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones that you get, not the ones that they look like they're. Like this IPA one.
Mass-produced.
Mass-produced. Yeah. They send them out. They do them by the bajillions or the Brazilian.
The Brazilian, right.
You know, so, you know, that's what I see, a limited release. And I'm sure that's what that is. It's a limited release.
So, okay. So if someone's searching for a beer, and one of the insider ways to tell between more of a mass-produced hipster kind of just following a trend beer versus more of a.
You're trying to
unique
hurt
one.
my feelings, and
I'm not
appreciate
trying
that.
to. I'm actually trying to.
I'm not a hipster.
you know.
Thank you very much.
No, I'm saying is you can differentiate by the label that you're saying.
Yes.
We
Yep.
look for that indicator.
Right.
All right.
That's usually what I go for, because like even you can tell a beer that I've never had, from Lulu Pin that Max is drinking. Thank you. That was mass produced. That got sent out by the Brazilian, and
That one's made in Brazil.
no, that one's made in Minnesota, but it might as well be Brazil.
Minnesota, Brazil.
Yeah.
It's
Tomato to
Indy
Mexico.
Pen.
Yeah.
Dant.
So Steve's actually Steve's not a big beer guy, and actually he's already like 5 mic cards in already, so
Like 17.
I'm probably gonna have to drive him home. He's wasted. But Steve, have you had a sip of the beer yet?
Not yet. I was waiting.
Well,
Yeah.
Kidding.
I'll tell you this. Max and I have. I seen him make the ooh, that's good face.
Yeah, because it's got that dark taste to it, and then you go, hey, but it's beer, so you feel that roasted flavor.
That's what it is. It's a
And
roasted.
It's wonderful. It's just
the malt or the barley.
It's
or
fantastic.
whatever.
I love the roasted beers. That's something that's definitely changed since starting this podcast. The understanding of what the hops do, what happens when you roast the malt or the barley or whatever it is that you're roasting. Really changing the game of the simple stuff. And hey, look at that, Sadie's
The
here.
dog is here.
That means mom's home.
That's mom's home.
All right.
So Steve, you let us know what you think of this beer tasting
Okay.
beer.
Oh, you're sniffing
Well,
it.
I'm
What's
smelling
it
it.
smell like?
It smells like beer.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, let's give it a taste.
And drum roll, please. Here we go.
Well, it tastes like beer.
Okay. We should have got that on tape, but yeah.
There's like I'm trying to get that there's some sort of flavor. I'm trying to narrow it down what it is. There's some like pre-taste.
Dark is a very generic. That's kind of the phrase that Max and I use. It's got a dark taste to it. It's
Yep.
a little bit generic, but that's what they do. They roast the malts or they roast the barley or whatever, and that's what gives it, more of that darker taste to it. So,
Okay. So I'm tasting a dark taste, according
Yes.
to the connoisseur.
Yes.
Okay.
when you put it that way,
Something that means it was brewed at night.
Yeah.
Because you can't find dark in the daylight.
it tastes like a
Oh.
dark beer.
Yeah.
Well, real quick thing.
Yeah, like who?
Real quick thing on the beer can, I just noticed on the side for CTA, which County Transit Authority for Denver. I don't know.
Call to arms.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, that's even better. I love that.
Yeah, Call to Arms is the name of the company.
Okay, Call to Arms. I love that.
They're out of Colorado, and Cake Lady is here.
There's a little side thing that says quality, community, and camaraderie, and I really like the camaraderie stuff.
That's
in there, so
definitely right up your alley,
that
yes, sir.
just fits. It's very on theme beer.
Very on-theme beer. All right. So
Sam's trying to be subtle.
We're being distributed.
we're not very. Oh, that's right up your alley.
Birthday big bun cakes or something.
Big birthday bun.
There it is. That's what it was.
Which, if you're looking at BBC, that's not what you should type into the internet.
You're trying it.
So
If you're trying to find out what's happening on the
Right.
United Kingdom, maybe. But
Sam says it's pretty good.
hey, Little Miss, I hate pumpkin spice. What do you got there?
does it taste
I
like beer?
it in cake form.
But not in beer form or coffee form.
No, then it's garbage.
What are you doing here?
Okay.
You bought sample ones, so everybody takes a bite. So apparently we're sampling bunt cakes today.
I
Us,
like
Bunt cakes and beer.
bunt cakes and beer.
I like
Double
big
B,
bunts, and I
BB.
cannot lie.
Yeah,
That one's really good.
That's,
that one's really good.
It's medium bunt, no.
I keep sipping off of this.
She's like, that was really good. You can have the rest of them.
I'm good with that.
It's
I'm
got-
not a
it's
big
got cream
pumpkin.
cheese frosting on it.
Ugh.
Are you guys big pumpkin spice? I do like. cream
I'll
cheese
drink a
frosting.
pumpkin spice latte, but that's
What's that?
just to keep up with my people's culture.
But it's not pumpkin spice. It's basically it's
Russians?
pumpkin bread. It's pumpkin
Yeah,
bread with cream cheese
yep.
frosting on it.
They're known for their pumpkins. Huh?
It's pumpkin bread with cream cheese frosting on it.
Oh, yeah, no, never mind.
So it's like a gingerbread cookie almost. but without the redheads.
No. That's my favorite part.
All the redheads, right?
Yeah.
So, Howard, we
Yes.
were discussing prior to the show, like 5 shows worth of content, but I wanted to get back around to it because we were talking Mike Judge
Yeah.
and the greatness that he created, but we were specifically talking King of the Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I wanted to tell the fun-filled story about, I don't remember specifically what we were doing, but I wanted to let everybody else know about it, that one day I must have been acting weird or something, and Sam looked straight in the eyes and goes, I don't know you. And then she points over there and goes, and that's my purse.
I think I was there for that. Now that I think about that,
You know, and it was just like,
because there was a really like good pause because you and me were both trying to think of something about I don't know you, and she took that opportunity to say that's my purse.
and just nonchalantly just like pointed over there, and I lost my shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I was silent laughing. I was starting to cry a little bit. I probably peed my pants in excitement.
You definitely
You know.
peed your pants.
I was so excited. I probably peed your pants.
We had to clean that up too.
You know, I mean,
That was
it's
a lot of
just
fun.
all sorts of stuff. But
So it started to smell like a hospital.
well, I mean, the house
But you
started
like
that way.
though.
No.
Oh.
I have a little bottle of peppermint oil for that.
Oh, that
Interesting.
sounds fun. Do you
So-
rub your like?
No,
head with it?
no, it's not
Oh.
for my head. But my buddy used to work in a funeral parlor, and he would prep the bodies and stuff. And one of his tips is you take a little bit of peppermint oil, like a little dab, and you put it on that little part of your nose,
Okay,
and all you smell is peppermint oil.
now I have questions.
I heard cocaine works just as good.
That's
Well-
that's only they have the cakes. Now I have questions. Do you deal with a lot of dead people in the hospital?
Not the current one I work at. The
Okay.
old one I used to, we would.
I believe he refers to close to death people.
Wait a minute.
You know, 1 foot
No,
in the
yeah.
grave, or
Yeah.
in your case, 2 feet.
I have a couple of feet. I already
Yeah.
have in the grave, but
Yeah.
They went well before you.
wait. So you rub it on your nose, or you rub it on their nose, the dead person?
No, our nose.
Oh, I was
then all you
like,
smell
well,
is
what's the
peppermint
oil
oil.
going to do for the dead person?
Well,
Be dead.
Yeah. You rub it on. Okay. Well,
I mean, if
peppermint
you did
oil.
it, they wouldn't complain.
I feel like that there's some absolute violation there that you're just touching dead people's noses. Like,
I mean,
Oh
there's worse
man,
things
there's
you could
gonna
do.
be so many violations and so many different ways for dead people.
you know, I mean, like, just that's just the start. Now you do that, you stick a little finger up the nose.
Like,
Now one in the ear.
Like,
And,
what-
and look, now you're just into fucking dead people.
if you're the
Well, I mean,
It-
well, I
it-
think they would then in that case just take if that is the extreme you could take it to. If they're knowing that all you're gonna do is put peppermint oil on their nose, they're probably like, I'll.
Why don't you
Yeah.
take me out for dinner first before we have a good time?
yeah,
I mean-
there's so many things. What do they call that guy that like works on the a mortician? Is that right?
I believe so. Well,
Yeah.
there's a couple. There's different
Well, like,
professions that deal with
he's,
it, but
he's got a watch and he's prepping the dead
Yeah,
naked body.
yeah,
His watch gets stuck in somebody's ball sack. You know what do you do?
I
You
I
know?
hate when that happens.
Yeah. Does then like the ball sack like all fall apart and like? And I've seen like
well,
TV,
you're asking
but
the
that's
one who
TV.
did not. That I wasn't in that profession.
No,
I just
you
knew
weren't.
someone.
But
who
you
was.
dealt
If you
with
know a
some dead
doctor,
bodies, right?
huh?
Well, I guess you never washed the dead bodies.
No,
either,
no.
So.
We would sometimes have to help put them in a bag from the bed,
Oh.
and then we would transport them down to the morgue. And it's funny because a big hospital, the hospital I worked at, that would be unnamed, their cooler was smaller.
Hashtag no free ads.
There we go. Was smaller than my first fast food job's cooler. So
That's a weird place
a
to put
big inner
bodies.
city hospital had a smaller cooler than a normal sized fast food restaurant's cooler.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, I guess you can't just stockpile dead bodies. You know, you
True.
kind of got it. There's a shelf life, I suppose, for dead bodies in the hospital. So you get.
I wouldn't
smaller
say the
cooler.
word life in shelf life.
Would you put
probably
your
apply
lunch?
anymore.
Would you put your lunch in that cooler just to kind of keep it cold? You know, if
Well,
you had maybe like a
you know,
cheese
I
stick
would-
that day.
I mean, all the office memes and stuff about people eating your lunch. That would probably be one of the safer places to put your lunch.
In the dead people cooler.
Yeah, because first off, who's going into a cooler looking for your lunch? And second off, no one in the cooler is going to eat your lunch.
I guess I think of like
Unless you're eating a brain
corpses
sandwich.
is like onions and garlic. You got something in there, it kind of
Oh,
absorbs
the smell? Well,
you know,
I mean,
your
get some
cheese
Arm &
and
Hammer
tastes like-
pads, throw them in your lunch pail or something.
Okay.
You know?
So
or a couple Tide Pods.
Yeah.
So I got some bad ones for you. So I went searching the internet over, I don't even know what I typed in, but I came up with death puns. So we're gonna do this.
Okay.
So Howard, will glass coffins be a success? Remains to be unseen.
Dude, that reminds me of a fucking awesome joke. So, this guy just died. He had COVID, you know. And so they put him in the coffin, and their church is up in a big steeple, you know. So they're walking up the steps to this church, and the pallbearers drop the coffin,
Okay.
and it goes flying down the street and
Kind of like Mousetrap.
crashes into the yeah, exactly.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Goes crashing into the doctor's office that's across the street, and he hits the doctor's desk, and they're like, big, you know, bam. Did you hear that? No.
No, I
Okay.
heard it. Yeah.
No, that's better. I like
Yeah.
that. And just
Well, this is
crashes
him going
in,
down the
he's like,
stairs. And then, there we go.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're hired.
Yeah, wow.
We're
I'm
gonna
not
need
even a
another
drummer.
mic.
Man, oh man. And so he hits the desk, and the doctor freaks the fuck out. He's like, "This is crazy. What just happened?" And the corpse pops up, and he says, "Doc, I can't stop this coughing." Sorry. That was
No, it's good.
Here,
It's good.
I got another good,
Oh,
terrible one for you.
yeah.
So, smallpox, Spanish flu, the Black Death have already done the whole global pandemic thing. COVID is doing it, just plagiarism. Get it? Because it's a plague.
Play
Oh, I
Plagiarism.
did not get it till now.
Yeah.
But I'll be here all week giving you the worst puns on death that this website has. You're welcome.
Well,
Plagiarism,
your
yeah.
podcast will have a little banner at the bottom now with COVID facts.
See,
be
there you
fun.
go.
Oh, dude, that would be cool. That would be cool
Now you can
to
say
have that.
your
They
media's being
do.
suppressed.
Spreaker does say like,
That one caught me off guard.
here we go.
Let's hear this one.
Hey, so he used to ring the church bells. Now he's a dead ringer.
No. Oh, that's good.
Just I don't know what
That's-
this site is,
You know
but
what? And that's such a good, cool, quick joke too. That's like the fucking skinny guy that went to Alaska and came back a husky fucker. You know, those ones are the best, where they're just quick like that, and man, you know.
I'm glad
Yeah.
I get to be
Now
a
he's
part
a
of
dead
the,
ringer. Yeah, that's really
death
good.
episode.
Oh yeah.
You know.
This is after
Well, it's
episode
Halloween,
69.
so it is on theme. So I guess.
Holy
you know,
shit! I think
didn't-
by the
you know,
time this airs, it will be Halloween.
what's
Yeah.
going on? We're doing that.
Man.
I know we're having a Halloween party.
spooky.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Mason Crosby.
Who is that? I don't even know.
Mason Crosby is the kicker for the Packers.
Oh yes.
And he's okay. He had a couple of bad games, but it's funny because I'm gonna have the shirt and I'm gonna wear shorts,
You're gonna wear short shorts. You told us that.
right? Because I don't have legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be more upset because all night he's gonna be like, all right, he's gonna try to line it up, and he's gonna throw it wide left.
Did he ever do that? Did he ever do any of those fucking crazy plays like that?
What's that?
You know, where he's gearing up. Well, first, he's no Pat McAfee, all right? Nobody really is. But he lines up. He's ready to kick it. You know, and they line up for him, and then they throw it. What do they call that? Special teams?
I don't know.
I don't even
I'm
know.
not. I
not
also don't know.
I'm not a footballologist.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Did you know the man who created autocorrect has died? Restaurant in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
See, these are terrible. I don't even know. There's 114 death puns. We're gonna be here all day.
Not unless we die.
A cartoonist was found dead in his home. The details are sketchy.
Oh.
Heyo.
There was a kid that called off of school. He got called out of school. His mom was dying, and his teacher pulled him aside the next day, and she said, I thought your mom was dying. I saw her in a beauty parlor the other day, and he went, yeah, that's what I said. She's a brunette now.
She's a dying. God.
That's a really old
Hey, Howard, what is Mozart doing right now?
one. Resting in peace.
Decomposing.
Oh.
Yeah, we're doing it here. We're
Steve.
ruining it.
Steve, you got any good jokes?
None I can say on here, so.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Are any of these other beers new ones, or are these already been featured?
Not really, but you can try this one.
Okay.
It's a blueberry, chocolate, coffee, and vanilla sour. Oh,
Tastes like dumpster water.
okay. All right. Well,
We have. Well, I'd like to describe the can.
Okay, we're
Yes, please.
Well, another segment of
Okay.
Steve describes
Yes.
the can.
this
so-
is a Canadian beer. I just want to let
What
you
is
know.
this one called, though?
Canadian beer.
That's Collective Arts and Stillwater. It's a collaboration.
Okay, so this is the.
What is
collab
it called? That whole name that you see right there, that's the name of the beer.
So blueberry, chocolate, coffee, vanilla, sour
Yes.
is its name. Okay.
That's its name, yes.
Well, let's start off. We can tell that it has the Howard indicator of quality because you can tell it's like a wrap around the can, like we were
Yes.
discussing
Yep.
earlier. So this isn't some mass-produced swill, even though it tastes like dumpster water. On the front of it, it looks like a stock image of a white man with a
Just copy paste white
yeah,
man.
like
Okay.
so, like if you went on a Google search said like plain white dude, you'd
Okay.
have that with slightly receding hairline. I know a lot about that.
No, you don't. You don't have any hairline.
Well, if I let it grow out, you would know. And then on the front, on his face, it is just we're staring into the Jesus and his Technicolor Dreamcoat void. Into the,
it's the
this-
last time you heard a Technicolor coat joke.
yeah.
We've
that
all
was-
seen it.
Well, it was from Venture Brothers with Jonas and his Nightmare Dreamcoat or whatever.
Oh.
When they were going over it. That's what I was referencing. So it's like multicolor, very rainbowish. Thank you. Void, and then there's like a space, like outer space in his face, and it has a nice, tasteful, like dark green color on the rest.
That's a good name for a
Yeah.
record album right there.
What?
Joseph and his
Inner
Technicolor-
space in the face.
Yeah.
Inner space.
Outer space.
I think
in
that's
the
what
face.
they were going for. Outer space in your
I
face.
guess.
That's Jera's new album.
Anime titties #1. Outer space in your face. Actually,
This-
Jared, you should write that down.
This could be like her album cover, you know. She could put this on that song and then like all the hit lists. And then this could just be Colin. This is
yeah,
Colin.
Well, you did say copy paste white guys, so
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, it's probably a public domain image, or you'd have to pay Getty Images a couple of bucks, but
And none of it's Colin, then we'd have to pay Colin a couple of bucks. Okay, let's go to Getty Images.
this looks like she came home and caught him doing something and shot him in the face with a shotgun, though, with this void here. So
No, that's
I don't
the exact opposite.
that's probably
A sawed-off shotgun, right?
Yeah.
No, there would be no head here then. This one has at least a choke on it. I mean, you were the professional with a shotgun. I mean, if sawed off, it would just be everywhere. There's
I feel
clearly
like
a
it's,
concentration of pattern here.
I feel like it's some type of modern aged rainbow black hole shotgun.
Oh, okay.
So
Made
I
by
bet
the
you, like,
Swiss.
if you took a couple of quarters and flicked them into that face, it would just go and come out of some other rainbow person.
If you get it in the face, do you get a wish?
I
Or
don't
is
fucking know. I didn't make the
It, is
rules.
it a gay wish? I don't know.
You
But
tell
yeah,
me.
You
know
want to know
more
what
than
I
do.
think?
Let's hear it.
I think it's a metaphor for life. There's that white men are so multi-layered and faceted.
I need to be shot in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe he did it to himself.
Sign me up.
All right,
Yeah,
Kurt
totally
Cobain style.
Yeah.
All right, so
That could be Kurt Cobain. Maybe that's a tribute to Kurt Cobain. Where was he out of? Like Portland, Oregon, or something? Or Washington
Yeah,
State?
Portland, Seattle.
And where was this one made? Stillwater.
No, Collective Arts, which is a Canadian
Oh.
beer company.
Yeah, like the same
Canada.
place, right?
Pretty much.
Wasn't real quick on your video game tangent. Wasn't Saints Row in Stillwater?
Saints Row was in
There
Stillwater.
we go.
Wasn't Stillwater in Brooklyn?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
did you know that Left 4 Dead has made a new game?
I heard about it. I did not see anything
Well-
about it though.
Well, they put it on Game Pass,
Okay.
and it's downloaded on my Xbox,
Okay.
and I have done nothing with it since that.
So, do you have multiple controllers, or is it one
Somewhere.
of those everyone has to have a system and a TV and
I don't know.
internet connection?
I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'm sure in today's day and age, it is get your own shit. Why would
Yeah.
you want to play with somebody sitting next to you?
Yeah.
I bet I can get a controller on my phone, and I can control my controller from my phone
With a controller.
on my phone. So,
Did you see that new movie Control? No.
no, what was it about?
A remote
know.
control.
Like with teeth?
It was like
No, that was Teeth.
Oh,
It was like 2 hours of people searching through cushions in the house to find the remote.
Oh wait, I'm sorry, it wasn't a movie. It was a video game called Control.
actually that's on Pornhub. I watch that now. To be honest with you. People bent over looking for the remote control and their
I
money.
thought they were stuck in a washing machine. I thought that was the thing.
I've seen that too.
Oh,
That's
okay.
pretty. I like that too.
And then what do they do for the holidays? They get you stuck in a turkey and then a Christmas tree.
Oh, that actually sounds hot.
So right now would probably be a pumpkin themed, right?
Oh,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm carving this pumpkin and I can't get out.
That sounds really hot.
You know,
Let me carve something out of you.
you know when you get that breakdown of it, right? It's almost as if infomercials, if you just push them a little farther, become porn, because white people can't do shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying, hey, you know what we should have done like 20 minutes ago?
What?
Taking a commercial break. So we're going to be right back after a word from our sponsors. Alright, so we're back. We definitely got off on a tangent there. Steve's described 2 beer cans. We got to get back around to whatever we were supposed to talk about today.
What were we going to talk about?
I
today?
have no fucking clue. We didn't write anything down. Let me look
You
at
want
my
to know
notes
what?
there.
That's the cool thing about like having guests is that it kind of all works itself out. We don't really have to talk about anything.
My piece of paper says, in like a lion, out like a lamb.
No, that was last week.
I think that was the week before, actually.
Yeah, I think we did that last week.
So, but I'm going to just keep reading old notes because that makes it more entertaining. It's like a recap without recapping, right?
Well, how about Steve? What do you want to talk about? We talked a
Well,
couple of
the-
Stevie things.
the-
I
first
know what
thing-
he doesn't want to talk about, and that's Fight Club. See what we did
You know,
there?
it's funny. We were talking about that. That was one of the many things we were talking about. Steve never saw Fight Club, and he's got the DVD that Max lent him
Yep.
still.
Still haven't watched
I've never seen Kill Bill. It's still sitting in my truck.
Wow, so what you're saying is I should stop borrowing everybody movies
because they just don't watch them.
because,
Or
you know, then
when
you...
we get around to it, we'll finally sit down and watch it.
That's because you spill, you know, have a pipe burst and you ruin all my shit.
That was, yeah.
I think you need to add a little bit of tension or urgency to it, like demanding the DVDs back. Then it's like now there's a reason.
You have
that there's a
14
deadline.
seconds to watch that movie, or else somebody's going to cut off your leg. Damn, too late.
A realistic deadline.
No.
All right, so I fucked all that up. Forgot to mute the final theme song.
So we were talking while music was playing.
We were talking. Music scared us. I pushed the wrong button. So we're rolling again. What were we talking about? How Howard's a fuck, right?
Well,
Yeah.
there's that. I would like to add, since I like describing things, since that seems to be the role I play here. You said we don't have anything written down, but looking at the table, there are many things that are written down, even though none of it pertains to this. I mean, you can hear the paper there. There are many things written down, just nothing for this particular episode.
So I was looking at this one, which would be an interesting episode coming up. we should build another Adam Sandler universe.
I was not there for that one.
So the last one we did Adam Sandler's Avengers.
So he plays all the Avenger characters?
No.
Or is it all his buddies like every other?
All of his
Exactly.
buddies, yes.
Okay.
So all of his buddies for everything, get together if they made another movie.
Okay. Did you already go over who would be what? Obviously, we know Beastman would be. What was the guy who's like, oh, do it again or whatever? I can't. That was not at all that guy.
Beastman? Which one's Beastman?
The guy who played the animal.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider. There we go.
I don't know
Oh, and you'd want him
He's
to
a
be.
Garrett or whatever. That was.
Do you want him to be Beast Boy from DC, or do you want him to be Beast from the X-Men?
I would think. I don't know. Is any of that Marvel? I'm not very
No,
well versed
Marvel
in
is
this.
X-Men.
X-Men is Marvel.
Like, I could name all the republics of Yugoslavia and the Eastern Bloc. I could tell you every president during the 90s when it collapsed. But you tell me, let me give you...
Yugoslavia or America?
Well, I don't
I
know.
think the president during the collapse of Yugoslavia was...
Nathan.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But either way, like, when it comes to, like, your Marvel...
How do you
and
find
your-
all of the presidents from... Do you just, like, study Wikipedia?
A little bit of Wikipedia rabbit holes and
A
then...
little bit of Wikipedia, a little bit of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Little known
Oh,
fact, he was...
fucking awesome.
That's how he got his start, was the Yugoslav wars, when everything was falling apart.
Right, when he was Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Dog is Russian?
And now
No.
he's stuck as just Dog.
Oh.
Randy Jackson named him.
Because...
He doesn't do bounty hunting
Server
anymore?
Dogma.
So I
renew his license?
actually just heard that some real life shit of somebody who was getting hunted down.
Yeah, it was that guy who like killed his wife out in like the Grand Canyon or some.
Or Puerto Rico or something like that.
Something like that.
He made a comment.
They couldn't find him, and Dog the Bounty Hunter found him in like, I don't know, like 35 minutes or
Oh,
something
he did
like that.
find him.
He did.
Excellent.
Then they brought him in, and apparently they let him go, and now he's a person of interest. And it's
Listen.
like,
Are we talking?
are you guys getting to the level of incompetence like we make police officers in the movies, or it's just like,
Is this a Naked Gun?
no, seriously,
Coming
it's
to
just like
reality?
I don't hear much news. And we definitely are probably missing out on like 10 million segments of what Max missed on the internet. But it's just like Bob and Brian were filling me in on something the other day. And it was just like I'm listening to this and go, God, am I glad I don't watch the news.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's
I
just,
don't
really?
watch
Really?
Well, if you think about it, when you read the news, have you ever read the like headline like everything is fine, the world is great, and
Move along, nothing to see here.
Yeah.
That depends on what you're reading. There's
Well-
that, or there's people that are trying to spin you out of control. Like,
Yeah.
everything is not fine. We are losing control. The world is fucked as we know it.
Yeah.
I really don't believe that. I believe that everything that's happening now has happened in some form in the past. It's just back in the day, it was a newspaper with some grainy, hand-drawn, almost like courtroom oil painting photo.
Right.
Now it's live in color as it's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's always been...
Right, while the kid was, had the gun pointed at the judge,
Yeah.
because somehow that got into the courtroom,
I'll be back.
Speaking of courtroom stuff, did you ever hear about that lawyer? He was trying to prove he was defending some defendant who had shot someone, and he was handling the firearm, trying to say, see, he couldn't have pulled the trigger, and he ended up, or no, that wasn't it was that the gun went off. That was the main argument this lawyer was trying to make, and he's saying, it's an old gun, it's someone was playing around with it, making a hair trigger or whatever. And in the courtroom, he's demonstrating this, and he accidentally shoots himself with the firearm in the gut, and he ended up dying. But the person he was defending ended up getting off. I don't know what the guy's name is or anything, but true story. So
Yeah, because it just randomly went off.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what have we learned? Not to fucking point a gun at ourselves. Point at the fucking, the defendant. I don't know.
Right.
Well,
No,
I mean,
pointed
no-
at the, the people that you actually want dead.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing that I learned in gun safety.
that's your no free advertising.
That's right.
Previous
Is-
business. Yeah.
Is just that breakdown is you You only point the gun at your intended target.
Right.
Something you're willing to destroy.
All right.
Yep.
Your
And what am I-
stomach, if you're willing to destroy.
And what am I
that.
willing to destroy? No, if I wanted to destroy my stomach, I would go to Taco Bell.
Oh, there you go. That too.
That does sound good.
Taco Bell safety, everyone.
Taco Bell safety.
Keep your finger off the taco wrapper until ready to consume. What's the next one? Have good, it's muzzle control, so what would that be? Good ordering control, so you don't order too many chalupas.
Oh,
So we
chalupas
have muzzle
sound
control. Treat every taco as if it's loaded with the sauce you told them explicitly not to put on the taco. And then
good. Keep going.
know your target and what's behind it. So know the meal you're about to consume and what it will do to your body later. So, and then we'll throw in the children's one. If you find a firearm, let a responsible adult know. So what would that be in Taco Bell? Let's have Howard finish that one.
Let's not, because I don't think I could get anywhere
What
near
would we tell
as-
children
as-
about Taco Bell? That, you know, if they find a Taco Bell, taco, what is it? The one with all like
Taco
50
case?
tacos in it?
Yeah.
There you go, taco box. What should a child do with that?
Pass it off to your local neighborhood pothead.
There you go.
Who's
Take
definitely
it
gonna
to
need-
an irresponsible adult. There we go.
Take it to an irresponsible
There we go.
adult.
So if a child finds a
That's
firearm,
way better.
don't touch it and tell a responsible adult. If you find a Taco Bell taco box, pick it up and take it to an irresponsible adult. There we go. Okay. The more you know. You need like the star sound effect. I don't know
Right?
if NBC would send you a cease and desist letter or something.
Yeah. Well,
We'll cross that bridge
they
when we
probably
get there.
should. So let's circle back around. Let's wrap this up. Howard, you drank the beer.
I did.
You had the beer.
I did.
How'd you like the beer?
It was a good beer. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's it?
It's a, you know, Max is more into the lagers, the sweeter beers, the beer flavored beers. You know,
I do like beer that tastes like
I
beer.
like them a little bit, you know, more robust. You know, a little bit more bitter, I suppose. That was a very sweet,
Like
dark.
right, like your coffee, your women, and your soul.
Darker flavored.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that being said, I like the beer. It's good beer.
What are you rating it? Are you gonna rate it? You know, we do have,
3.25.
we do have the Untapped app, so you have to
We do.
go into the Untapped
This
scale.
will be my 1217th beer, I think.
Yeah, I'm at like 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
No, didn't you just hit 100?
I don't know. Maybe at Eagle Park. We should have went there yesterday, but we didn't.
Oh, if you would have went there, you would have had to call me up because they got a whole bunch of new. Oh, we're gonna be advertising the fuck out of those guys.
Yeah, we do like that place. That is a place.
Hey, we got to talk about that too. There's so many things I forgot to talk about.
Write
But
that down.
What's cool is
Write
we
that
are
down.
in line to be members of Eagle Park, so that'll be really
Boom.
cool. We'll
See?
keep you guys posted on when we
Nailed it.
become-
Matt Dahlman.
Good.
Cool.
What do you rate it?
I rated it at a 4.25.
Wow.
I really enjoyed it. It had that dark roasty taste to start off, and you could taste the beer in the background. Obviously, as I drank it, it got better. But I had some of this nice sugary bundt cake that Sam left because, you know, that's all I ate today.
Yeah.
And this is definitely 200% a dessert beer.
You think so?
It was fantastic after I had a little bit of sugar and added that almost bumped the score up more. But I'm going on a normal palate. But I don't know if they advertise that, but they should. This could be a great dessert beer.
Okay.
Just saying.
Yeah,
4.25.
I treat it more like a beer.
Well, in that theme, I finally figured out what that other flavor was, and
What's
it's kind
that?
of like a coffee flavor.
Okay.
It's not coffee, but it kind of like that. And
Well,
you
it's
said
got
it's
the roasty.
roasted and
Yeah,
stuff,
it's a
so
bit roasty.
and coffee does go good with like a cake or like a dessert.
There
so
you have it.
That might be in that same theme. And if I was going to rate it, I would like just to be on theme with the can. I would like to equally distribute the points across the board to all the numbers. You know.
Okay, so okay, you're rating. Oh, we should do that too. We'll get there one day. Flavor wise, you're ranking it a.
It tastes like beer.
Okay, I'm gonna call that an NA. Can wise, you rank it
Oh, all the points.
all the points. Okay, All the points from the beer put towards the can. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I
We would
think that-
we would like to seize the points and redistribute them to the can.
I love it.
There you have
Fantastic.
it. Okay.
So,
Say
final
what you say.
thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thank you, Beer Drop. This has been cool. I think we're like halfway through the beers that we got. If not, 4 out of 6 ain't bad. So the way that's 2/3 math.
Matt.
But yeah, Get Beer Drop is definitely a cool thing. We're gonna try more beers for sure. We actually have some from Tavour coming up. That'll be really fun to
That's
talk
exciting. Then I can finally use these pieces of paper in front of me
about. Yeah.
that are written down. Hey, this was purchased by Howard.
Yep. I
That's good.
annotated them.
69.
69.
Of course, there's lots of numbers on it.
Yeah.
Which
So-
is nice for episode 70 because that's like 69 with a finger up your. Okay, that's all the time we have.
Moving on. All right. So we want to thank everybody for listening to us today. We want to thank Steve for coming out, drinking
for
with
having
us,
me.
describing the can. He's going to be around more to describe the cans for you so you could feel like you're sitting here with us. If you'd like to sit here with us, reach out to Howard or myself. We'll set something up for you. But once again, we want to thank you. Hope you enjoyed all of the chaos that we provide here. This has been another episode of Max and Howard Drink Beer. I am still Max.
And I am Howard.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.